my hero as a boy was Patrick Moore, and he's a British television presenter, and for 55 years he's presented an astronomy programme called The Sky at Night, and he's presented it every month all that time, and I think he's only missed a single episode of it. And unfortunately this afternoon, he died. He didn't just present that programme, though. He also he drew the maps for the Apollo moon landings, and he was a friend of Neil Armstrong as well. He was quite an eccentric character. He wore a monocle, and he wrote his books on an old typewriter, an ancient manual typewriter, and he would write an 80,000 word book in 2 weeks. In fact, I was such a fan of him as a boy that there was an article about him in the Radio Times listings magazine, and I typed it out also on an old manual typewriter, and that's how I taught myself to type. Because I forgot how to type after that and had to relearn years later, but that was okay. I'm not really a fan of his politics, though. He was a Conservative at one point, and then he became a member of the UK Independence Party, which I'm no fan of, but they're grown in power now. But I prefer to forget that about him, really. But he had a bit of a tragic beginning in some ways, because he fought in the war, and got engaged to a woman called Lorna, but she was killed. I think she was driving an ambulance at the time. She was killed by a bomb, and I think he never met anyone else after that. He lived the rest of his life in a house in Selsey on the south coast. Just him and his telescope and his housekeeper and his cats. Quite an interesting fella. It's a shame.